I've bought franchises. I've sat across the table from franchise development reps more than 8 times in 30 years. I currently own 3 units of a national brand and own a territory in Northeast Florida. So believe me when I tell you this, the most important document in franchising is the 200-page long, legally required to be handed to you and designed to be skipped. It's called the FDD, and buried in it are 5 numbers that tell you whether you're buying a business or you're buying yourself a job with a $500,000 cover charge. In this video, the 4 ways into franchising, the real math on each, the 5 FDD numbers that matter, and the 1-page framework I run before every deal that ends in a binary answer, buy or not buy. Never maybe. So let's go and let's get into it. Chapter 1, what you're actually buying. Strip away the brochure. A franchise is 3 things: a brand customers already trust, a playbook that's already been debugged, and a toll booth. The toll booth is forever. A royalty on every dollar of revenue, whether you profit or not. That's not good or bad. It's a trade. You're paying to skip years where independent owners make every mistake at full price. The entire question, the only question, is whether the playbook earns more than the toll costs. That's math, not vibes. And the math lives in the FDD, Franchise Disclosure Document. Chapter 2, the 5 FDD numbers. The Franchise Disclosure Document has 23 numbers. 5 decide everything. I'm using an invented brand. Let's call it Franchise X so that we can look at the real structure without getting lawyers involved. Number 1, item 5, the franchise fee. Franchise X is $45,000. One time. This is the smallest number in the deal and the one that people fixate on. So ignore it. It's the cover charge, not the bar tab. Number 2, item 7, total initial investment. The range on Franchise X is from $450,000 to $750,000 for a food concept build out. Here's the veterans read. Budget the top of the range. That spread exists because real build outs blow past that bottom number. There's your $500,000 cover charge from the open. Number 3, item 6, from the royalty stack. Franchise X, 6% royalty plus 2% brand fund. 8% of gross. Off the top, before rent, before labor, before you. If your concept nets 15% before royalties, the toll booth just took more than half. 8 points of your 15, you keep 7. The royalty stack is the single most underweighted number in franchises. Number 4, item number 19, the earnings claim. The only place a franchisor can legally show you unit performance. And here's what 30 years has taught me. Read what's not there. Averages without medians. Top quartile only data. Revenue with no cost lines. Corporate only stores. Every omission is by choice, and every choice is information. Number 5, item number 20, the churn table. Openings, closures, transfers by year. High transfers with low closures means owners escaping while the brand hides the body. This table where dying systems show up first, 3 years before the news does. Write those 5 down. Let's price 4 different ways. Chapter 3, 4 models. Model number 1, the new food QSR build out. The default dream, this is what everybody thinks of when they think of franchising. Franchise X math. $600K all in realistic build out. Unit does $850K a year at maturity. Food costs 30%, labor 28%, occupancy 10, royalty stack 8, everything else 12. That leaves about roughly 12 net, about $100K. If you're in the store managing it. Sub and a manager take out another 55 to 65K. Now we run the return at 40K. Semi-absentee income on 600K deployed. There are index funds that beat that without a fryer. As a first unit, standing alone, brutal. Hold that first unit phrase, it matters later. Model 2, the service franchise. Home services, mobile concepts, B2B routes. Franchise X services, 50K fee, 150 all in, van equipment, launch marketing, working capital. No build out, no landlord, no 3 a.m. freezer alarm. Same royalty stack though, radically smaller denominator. This is where the math starts working and it gets the full P&L treatment in a minute. Model 3, the boutique fitness / membership concept. 400K build out. Revenue arrives as memberships, which means 12 to 18 months ramp where rent is due monthly and revenue builds weekly. Beautiful recurring revenue at maturity. A capital furnace getting there though. Most first timers underfund the ramp and die at month 10. Not buy. Not because the model can't work, because the failure mode is undercapitalization. And item 7 won't warn you. Model 4, the franchise resale. The one nobody talks about. Existing units change hands constantly. Item 20 shows you exactly how often. A tired franchisee sells you a running unit, staff, customers, cash flow, equipment, typically at 2.5 to 3 times its earnings. Compare 600K to build a new unit and pray, or a proven 100K earner for 275K. Same brand, same playbook, except this one comes with a P&L history instead of a projection. If you've watched this series, you already know what this is. It's the zombie mat. It's the mom and pop storage facility. It's buying the gap. Franchising has one gap too. Now the part every franchise seminar skips. The first year P&L on the model I'd actually buy quarter by quarter, including the quarter where you question the whole thing. And then the one-page framework that turns all of it into a yes or a no. Chapter 4, the NewCo prorated P&L service franchise. The deal. Franchise X services. 150K all in. SBA 7 loan. 15% down. About 25K cash plus reserves. Call it 50K total cash in. Debt service on 125K is roughly 19K a year. Q1, the training quarter. 2 weeks at franchise headquarters. Launch marketing spends before customers exist. You're quoting jobs at 6 a.m. Revenue, 35K. After royalties, costs, and debt, you're negative 5K. The only negative quarter in this entire series. I'm showing it to you because item 7 included working capital for this exact reason. And underfunded franchisees turn this quarter into item 20 closures, which means they sell or they get out. Quarter 2, the playbook kicks in. This is what the royalty buys. The marketing system, the pricing matrix, the close rates, debugged by hundreds of owners before you. Revenue, 65K, break even and climbing at this point. Quarter 3, the referral flywheel. Every completed job seeds the neighborhood. Revenue, 90K, and margins improve because repeat and referral work carries no acquisition cost. Quarter 4, your cruising altitude. Revenue is 110K. Year 1 is total 300K revenue after 8% royalty stack, direct costs, insurance, marketing, and 19K in debt services. Owner earnings is around 60K. Working in it, yes, but you put 50K in and paid yourself 60K in year 1 while building an asset. So year 2 stabilized should be about $520K and 22% owner margin. That's $115,000 before your own W-2 comparison. And the exit on service franchises sell at the same 2.5 to 3% earnings. So 115K of earnings is about 300K asset you built with 50K. That's the full stack. Income while you own it. Equity when you leave. Chapter 4, the framework and the verdict. Before the verdict, the one pager from the open. I've run this before every franchise decision for 30 years, and it starts with a question no salesperson will ever ask you. What does success mean in your numbers? To you. 4 lines, 1 required annual ROI. What return justifies this versus just parking the money in an index fund? You got to write down that number. 2, the value of your time. Hours per week this really takes. At what your hour is honestly worth. Add it to the cost side. 3, total capital at risk. Not the fee, not the full item 7, top of range plus reserves. 4, probability. Using item 19, item 20, and validation calls with actual franchisees. What are the honest odds this unit hits your number? Multiply it out. If the probability weighted return beats your requirement, buy it. If not, don't buy it. There's no maybe. Maybe is how people end up owning a job that they can't quit. The verdict. Buy number 1, the franchise resale. Proven cash flow at 2.5 to 3%. Brand and playbook included. Projections replaced by history. Buying the gap. The series thesis wearing a logo. Buy number 2, the service franchise. Lowest capital, fastest payback. The playbook does the heaviest lifting where a rookie needs it most. First unit math that actually clears the framework. And not buy the new QSR buildout as your first unit. And the boutique membership ramp. The buildout can pencil at multi-scale units with operators and density, but that's a different video. And that's coming. As one unit, 600K makes 100K standing in the store, fails line 1 of the framework. It's not enough. And there's a lot of variables that you cannot control. The rule, one more time, the brand gets you customers, the playbook saves you mistakes, but the FDD tells you the truth. 5 numbers, 1 page of your own math, and a binary answer. Yes or no. Buy or not buy. Next video, 4 businesses I walked away from and said no, and the hidden trap in each one's math. That one's gonna sting a bit, so subscribe so you learn some more. And you know what franchise I'm in. It is a QSR. I built from scratch, and I built 3 stores from scratch. So I have some density, but 3 stores, it's a little tough. Anyway, subscribe. I'll get more into it soon. Take care.